podcast with Kurt Mags.
Kurt Mags Radio.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Key Witness Media Podcast, also host of the Kurt Mags Radio Show. What's popping? We are here in the building. First up, I'd like to thank everyone who's been listening, who's been tuning in, who's been downloading the episodes. I definitely appreciate it. God bless you. My numbers are going up. I would like to also thank everybody for being able to hit 10,000 downloads. Yes. It's been some years. I think if I would do a better job with promoting and actually trying to do something and actually doing shows on a regular. Yeah. Yeah. Falling in that area. But hopefully within the next couple of months, I can go ahead and get things going. But I would like to appreciate everybody for everything that they do. I would like to thank the people around me who also keep me on my toes and tell me, hey, Curtis, why don't you ever do a show? You're doing all of this and all of that, and all you're doing is 10 or 15 minutes. It's not like you're doing a full hour, 2 hour, 3 hour podcast or radio show. You're just doing them little quick hitters. So I'm going to try to keep doing that. Now I can actually do a show from my phone, and I can just go ahead and later on process it and do whatever, put that little icing on it and then send it on out, and it'll hit all the platforms. I think the next move that we're going to make is get the show on Amazon. It's already on Spotify, iHeartRadio. You can already put it on. It's a couple of other ones. There's even some places overseas that you can put podcasts and music and this and that over there. I can't think of the name of it right offhand, but I just appreciate everybody who's able to listen to it. We're just trying to give you some quality content. And also, I'm looking for some people to jump on board and actually do some of the podcasts instead of me being able to commit to it. They can record it, send it to me. I can process it and I can put it online. So, man, that's something for people to think about. I'm willing to do that just to keep things going. Also, this week I did get something from Facebook where they're looking for black creators, content creators, to actually promote and actually help give them a bigger platform. And I did submit to it. I thank everyone who suggested that I do this. For some reason, people think that I'm funny. And I don't think that I'm funny. I'm not sure what it is, that what I'm doing, that people think that it's comical, but I don't think it's funny. I just do it, and that's just me being natural. And I guess me being natural with just talking and bringing a conversation, they automatically just think it's funny. And I don't know what it is, but it's always been that way. They think I'm just sneak joking or dissing or whatever, however they want to put it. But no, that's not me. But I definitely appreciate it, and hopefully if it can open up doors for me, I can open up doors for others, because I don't want to be put in no limelight. I've never wanted to be popular and successful on that end. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll take the paycheck. Give me the money. I got money, as 50 Cent would say. But yeah, just on that note, I definitely submitted it that information as soon as I find out from Facebook of exactly what they want and what they're looking for. As long as I don't have to compromise what I'm doing or the message that I want to put out, hey, I'm down for it, and I definitely appreciate the opportunity. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for that. So anybody who I think I'm gonna pull them, I'm gonna let you know, hey, I think you should be able to jump in on this and just make this ride as long as possible. On last week, I was my cell phone gets alerts from news. I got these alerts where you can find out from different news outlets of what's going on in the world and around the country. I got a disturbing alert about our good brother Chadwick Boseman. Now, this was the guy who played the Black Panther, which I did go see that the first week. And I believe that movie definitely opened up some eyes and some ears and created an opportunity, even though we know that it was fantasy with the Wakanda and how things go, but to the black community, that was very important. Brother Chadwick Boseman also did James Brown, who was another iconic figure in the black community. He's also did Jackie Robinson and played some other roles in some other movies. I think he did one with Spike Lee. I can't think of the name of that movie right now. But I read something where his manager said that Chadwick Boseman wouldn't play any role that was a kind of a shoe shuffling, knee slapping type role, and much respect for that. Yeah, we need more of that. No wearing a wig, dress, a skirt in order to make it in Hollywood. And rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, and thank you for sharing your talents and your gifts at 42. Many of us who have gifts and talents never use them, and they go to waste. And as long as you're breathing and you're here on this planet that we call Earth, you should be able to use your talents and gifts, no matter who you are, race, creed, color. We all have something special in us that we're great at. And sometimes we may need to fine-tune that gift and that talent and use it to help others. And like I tell anybody, if I charge you for something, I'm not charging you for the talent or the gift. I'm charging you for my time. Time is of the essence. We don't have much time on this planet. So let's use that wisely. Before I go, I would like to acknowledge, pay homage to a few people. A lot of times you can be on Facebook, and I have a Facebook account, and I very rarely get on it. And some of the reasons why I won't get on it, because of the drama that it causes. I mean, some of the drama that I can speak of, and I know that I'm not the only one. Some people want you to like everything that they put up. Some people send out little subtle disses, or they're talking about somebody, or they'll repost something, especially those little those memes and things like that. And some people will get offended because they think that that meme may be directed at them. You know, a lot of times it's just you just putting up a meme because you like it, and it doesn't mean them. But you'll get inboxed or messenger, hey, was we okay? And you're like, what are you talking about? Oh, I thought I seen a meme, and I know we had some disagreements on Facebook, and it becomes a big mess. And that's why I really don't do it. And the only reason I have a Facebook account, because I've had one for years. I remember having a Facebook account back in 2007 or 8, and it was only like 4 or 5 of us. And what bugged me the most about it was like a real, coming from MySpace, Facebook was real clean and it was kind of dull. But then all of a sudden, like 2 or 3 years later, it takes off and MySpace become a thing of the past. I mean, I just saw somebody a couple of days ago saying that they tried to go back on Facebook. Not Facebook, but MySpace, and try to rehash their MySpace page, and it was deserted. There's nobody on there. A bunch of bots. Yeah, a bunch of bots. But I limit my time on Facebook and really don't get into it. And I got a list of people that friend requests, and if I get around to it, I'll just go ahead and accept them. If it's a family member, I'll go ahead and open it up. And it's basically because I wanted to keep it open to family members, just to keep, attaching some friends there. And but I had no intentions of actually being live on Facebook like that. I had one, like I said, years ago, and someone hacked into it. And I think I had maybe 3,000 or 4,000 friends, whatever. But you know how that go. You can have 4,000 or 5,000 friends, and then you got 3 likes on most of your posts. So these people are not actually friends, and some people are coming to spy on you, see what you're doing, how you living. And I never show how I'm living and what I'm doing that much online. People will take pictures of their house, their car, and then they trying to figure out who broke into their house, who stole their flat screen TV. And people know where you live at, and they'll just go ahead and take from you. And it may not be the person directly, but it could be a cousin or nephew, whatever. So I try not to get so involved to all of that. So I just limit my time on Facebook. I'm usually, if somebody having their birthday alert comes up, and I'll go ahead and go on their page and wish them a happy birthday. I don't even have mine alerted. No one really actually knows when my birthday is, because I don't want to alert. If you know me, you know when my birthday is. Other than that, I don't alert anybody. And I got this quirky thing of, I'm at the age now where I really don't get into birthdays because I'm getting older and I don't want to celebrate my demise. It's all right when you in your 20s or teens and that, but man, when you getting older, that's just me now. I'm not just making fun of that. But I was scrolling through my Facebook timeline, and a guy that I knew from high school, and there's a couple of people that I've been knowing for years, and I was going to wish them a happy birthday. And like I said, I've been knowing this guy since high school. Pretty cool guy. I was a couple of years older than him. I think it was his freshman year. I think I was a junior at that time. Name was Rainquill Smith. He was about 6'6" as a freshman. And that's just as goofy as they come. I mean, lanky, awkward, cool guy, but just lanky and awkward. And first thing you would ask is like, hey, you play basketball and this and that and this and that. And he would say, no, shoot around a little bit, but that's about it. But to make a long story short, a couple of years later, I'm out of school, and I'm browsing through the paper, and I'm looking through the sports section, and I'm looking through high school sports, and basketball season's going on. You have Rainquill Smith name in there. I think he was playing center, and he's averaging, 18, 20 points. So I'm like, wow, somebody got Rankwood out there and started working with him. So the coach at the time decided to make a project out of him. And he became a pretty good high school basketball player. And he got college scholarships, and he went off to college and this and that. And he did very well. And like I said, Rankwood was kind of different. I remember we used to play penny pool. And a lot of times we would, taking pennies and hitting it, or nickels, whatever, and seeing if you can hit the other opponent's coin. And we used to always try to get Rankwood to pull out. He would have a quarter, and he kept his quarter on him all the time. And we would say, hey, man, let's play for quarters instead of pennies and nickels and dimes. So he was like, no, man, I got to use this quarter for a phone call. I was like, for a phone call? He said, yeah, my dad always told me to keep this quarter with me. And just in case of an emergency, you can use it to make a phone call on a payphone. So, no matter how hard we tried, he would never pull that quarter out. And that let me know that his father didn't play. Serious, probably will get a spanking, whooping, whatever they did at their house. So salute to him for not pulling out that quarter to gamble with. But as I'm going to wish him a happy birthday, and I'm reading through the timeline, the way the happy birthdays were being written out, they were being written out with the rest in peace in it. Or we're missing you. Now, Rankwood Smith had been a Facebook friend for probably 10 years. Rankwood Smith had died a couple of years ago, and I had no idea. Another brother of mine, Darren Robinson, that lived in my aunt's neighborhood, and we grew up together, especially when I was in that neighborhood. And I've been knowing him and his family for years, since the 80s. And I received a phone call about 6 or 7 months ago letting me know he had passed away. And when I first heard it, I said, no, he hasn't passed away. He's a Facebook friend of mine. He posts all the time. And by me not being on Facebook, he had passed away about a year ago. I had no idea. And I would talk with him through the years, off and on, through Facebook, and post stuff, and he would like it. I would have sports stuff on there, and I've even seen him sharing things on there, not realizing some of those posts was over a year ago. Just let me know, man, we really don't have much time. We can have relationships and friendships with people and don't keep up. And sometimes life does get in the way. And one thing about always respected about Darren Robinson, he was about education. His family pushed education. He was one of those Kappas, frat boys. But he always been a cool guy, straight-laced. Never seen him thugging in gangs and drinking and smoking. I remember one time when I had my production company, we was trying to find a deal, and he knew someone from a major record label. And even though some of the things that we were working with and some of the people we were working with was a little bit of on the gangster side. He still was willing to help me because he had the plug. He could plug me in. And I respected that because he knew that I wasn't out there like that. But he knew that the gift and talent that I had, it could be used to help elevate me and my music endeavors. Gotta respect a guy like that. Didn't know he had passed away. Knew he was in California, living it up, married. It let me know that I need to do a better job of keeping in contact with people. Whether it be Facebook, actual phone call, texting, actually picking up the phone and calling and talk to them to hear their voices. Have we detached ourselves from other humans? You know, years and years ago, they would write each other personal letters and mail them off. And sometimes they say those letters will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages long. And with the technology we have today, we can just simply say, "What's up?" Put a question mark on it. Or, "Hey, just checking up on you." Society has really been crazy the past year or two. So many people worried about the president. What he gonna do next? What is he gonna say next? And I really could care less. None of these presidents has ever done anything for me personally. You know, you respect the office and what they say and what they do. But as far as me making a living or doing anything like that, it really doesn't do nothing for me. So I never get all off into who's doing what and this and that, and who did I show my support to. But rest in peace to Rankle Smith and Darren Robinson. And our good brother Chadwick Boseman. All of these guys are good people. They're no longer here, but your presence is felt. Thank you, peace, and God bless.